Good morning once again to everybody. So, my name is Tope Alao, for those of you that know me. So, okay, for those of us, okay, back to you. So, so while we are trying to figure that out, I think my voice is loud enough. Tó bá tiẹ̀ ṣe pé àti ìmú kókó láàárọ̀ yìí, ohun wa sì ṣe díẹ̀ náà. So ohun wa ó sì ṣe díẹ̀ náà. For those of us, so how many of us are painters here? How many of us are painters? If you are a painter, just raise up your hand. Okay, that's good. How many of us are not painters? You are not a painter. Okay. Okay. Sir, what do you do? Business, okay. But God, he's my senior in secondary school. I'm just seeing the face. He's my senior in secondary school. I'm just seeing his face, you know. He's one of the good ones. You know, there are some seniors that they'll be like, what's in that lady? Especially when you come late. You will hear, you smell your yansh. So welcome to everybody. So today we are here to learn. So some of us are painters, some of us are not painters, some of us are interior designers, and some of us are painting contractors, some of us are paint producers. So, but the essence of coming here today is to learn. You know, when I was looking at the attendance, I saw somebody's field interior designer, and I was like, I'm very happy because the things we will be discussing today is not just about painting, it's about business in general. And what usually affects most painter is that they don't know about business. You see, the work you say, okay, just bring quickly, just bring 50,000. Somebody else is there charging 500,000 for that job. And it's not because maybe you know the person knows how to roller more than you, even though you might even know more than the person. But because the person is more exposed, you know, Yoruba people will say packaging. So today we are here to learn the packaging from the person that knows the, like, he doesn't just know packaging, he knows the in and out of the industry because he has been in the industry for more than 25 years. The person of Bigsam. I don't know. So how many of us have seen Bigsam before, or how many of us have you've heard his name, or you know him before? Raise up your hand. Online. Okay, most of us have seen him online, but today we'll have the opportunity to interact with him. We'll ask him questions, you know. Yesterday when he came in since yesterday because he's somebody that is willing to give, you know. It's not that I know him from anywhere, but because I just went to meet him, I said, this is what we are trying to do. He said, don't worry, I will support you. Don't even give me anything, you know. He has the passion to push you. Once he sees that, oh, these people are committed to do something, he will show up. So when Mr. Olimor was saying, you have to bring, my people are saying, you must bring Bigsam to this place. I say, I will try. But when I told him that, okay, this is what we want to do, he said, don't worry, just fix a date. He will be there, and he's here again. I think he deserves a big round of applause. So he's somebody that's very passionate about growing the industry, like bridging the gap, because like I said earlier, what usually causes a problem for most painters is that I was telling one of my colleagues the other time that most painters will go and sell their father's house to foot a project because they don't know how to do costing of a project, and then they will be like, oh, don't worry, bring 500,000, and they don't know that the job they are supposed to be collecting 1.5 million, they've already collected 500,000. From the 500,000, once you lower show fee, they've bought a show fee from itself. At the end of the day, they see that what is left is just nothing is left. They have to go and borrow money to complete the project. So today is going to be showing us the way on how to do things properly, which is why we are here. If you are going to be paying money for this particular event, trust me, 1,000, maybe 10,000, maybe even 100,000, because of the things he's going to share with us. When he came here yesterday, we spent more than 2 hours. Like me, I was just asking him to question, like, because I was learning a lot, and I was like, no, people have to hear this. Like people also have different questions they want to ask. Let them also come and ask the same question. I will also be asking him the same question so that you people can learn. Me, I don't write and put am for pocket to head. So tomorrow you see me do all these things saying million here, million there. I don't put am for pocket. Na him dey show me the way. So let's welcome Mr. Big Sam to the seat so that we all. Okay, is that place comfortable?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay, so I think most of us already know him. So, but before we start, Big Sam he gave us a lot of books. How many of us know that he's an author? He has not just one book, he has several books. And from that, okay, let's do it this way. If you know, don't shout, we'll start from here because we are going to be sharing the book. If you know the full name of Big Sam, just raise up your hand. Because everybody say Big Sam, Big Sam, Big Sam, Big Sam. If you know his full name, just raise up your hand. Okay. Any other person? There's nothing like, hey, I also raise up my hand. Let me know how many people are raising up their hand now. Okay. The sister from another planet. So what's his
Morning,
name?
everybody. His name is, let me say, he's a doctor. Dr. Samuel Umwene.
Sorry, somebody don't get the answer already. We would have said, no, the answer is correct. If they say she miss it now, we can say let's give. But everybody will just say photocopy. I say the same thing. So that's his name. Even though I don't know how to pronounce the last one, but I think you people are from the same side. I mean, that's why you know how to. I will have pronounced it in a different way, but thank God it's very Big Sam. It's easy for us to memorize. So I will be inviting him to come and teach us what, like, I know he cannot teach us everything he has been learning in over 25 years, but we are also going to gain for everybody. Even though you come from Castina today, you are going to make more money today than the transport you pay to come here because you are going to get a lot of value. So let's welcome Big Sam.
Thank you so much. Actually, my name is Sam. But the industry called me Big Sam. I didn't give myself the name. So it was painters like you that gave me that name. And that was many years ago. And everybody started calling me Big Sam, Big Sam. That's how Big Sam became a brand. So it's not a name I gave myself. It's an industry name. And I chested it and I accepted it. And that name came with responsibilities. Thank you so much. Welcome, everyone. I appreciate you. Please help me I can't go around to greet everybody, but just greet somebody beside you. Tell the person welcome to this program. Thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. We have a lot to learn today. As I said, my name is Big Sam. I'm a painter. And I've been in this journey this should be going to 27 years now. And it started like play. And today, we have done a lot through painting. We have built houses through painting. We have bought cars through painting. We've been a blessing to people through painting. We've developed a lot of painters. People saw us and told their children to go and learn painting. There's a way you'll be doing well. Your neighbor will tell his son, go and learn this work. Success attracts. When you are doing well, somebody will want to tell his child to come and learn from you because of what they have seen. Because of us, ladies have hope that they can marry painters. It's funny, Abby, but it's the truth. When we started, painting was not very attractive because there were no role models. Nobody to look up to. Nobody to look up to. But we decided to change the narratives. Things have changed now. Painters are doing very well. Painters are building houses. Painters are buying cars. Painters are sending their children to good schools, taking care of their parents, fending for their families, and being responsible in the society as a result of painting. There's money in painting. Honestly. Serious money. Trust me. We are changing a lot of things. And prosperity is entering our industry gradually. Gradually. Some of you here, you will grow up, you will have 3 houses built by your own painting money. I'm not praying. I'm telling you what will happen if you follow all the things I'm going to teach you here today. You will buy land, you will build houses. You will buy car, you will buy for your wife. I'm praying now, say amen. Amen. You know, there's a way you will do so well that you want to extend that love to your loved one. You know, painting can give you that capacity. Through painting, you can establish other businesses. Through painting, you can gather money and establish other businesses that will also bring in money for you. Painting has that capacity to give you that money. Painting can link you. Painting can give you connections. In those days, this was around 2005, 2006. If you have not worked in Lekki, Phase 1, and the likes, those top estates, then you have not arrived as a painter. So, I met this guy. He's an Igbo guy. He has a painting company called Nice Painting. Nice. He has a paint company called Nice Painting. So this guy discovered me and he said I should come and be working for him as a subcontractor. So I started working. This guy was the one that took me to Lekki Phase 1 for the first time. This was around 2005, 2006. So he gave me a job. I started working for him. This guy has 2 cars. He's a painting contractor. He has 2 cars. So he used to sublet jobs for me. I will bring my own guys and we'll do the job and all that. This guy, he doesn't do painting anymore. But this was what happened. In the course of doing jobs, this guy is I love him because technically he's not very sound like me. But this guy is a good businessman painter. Very good. The guy he knows a lot of things. So he now met this client. And the client needed some things in their house. They were the house was during finishing. And this guy was to paint. So in the course of the man's conversation with somebody else, the guy now heard some things that the man was saying. That he needed something, blah, 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 blah. He doesn't know where to get it. Everybody listen attentively. So when the man finished his conversation, this guy now went, this my Oga, he now went to meet the client. He said, sir, I heard you saying this. Sir, I know where you can get that thing to buy. He now said, really? He said, where? He said, there is a company in China that produces this thing. He said, really? He said, then let's go to China. Do you have a passport? My guy said, yes, he has a passport. See, he paid the guys. The guy has not traveled abroad before. It's just normal online information. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how the guy Googled those guys, spoke to them, blah, 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 that they are coming to China for that particular item. That's how they traveled. This client took this my Oga to China. They got to the company. They saw the items. and they booked for it. So they both came back to Nigeria together. So when the item was now ready, that company now said they need to come over for the pickup and processing and all of that, so that they can, unlike now, they can way bill it. In those days, you have to come and pick your thing yourself. So the client now said, this guy, this my oga, he should go and pick it. That was how this guy now traveled. As a sharp Igbo guy, he got there, negotiated with the company that he can be their representative here in Nigeria. They started talking, say yes, say that there is potentials for this item to be sold in Nigeria. That was how, what that man bought, he arranged it, he brought it to Nigeria, supply it and everything. That was how this guy's life changed. He became the representative of that company in Nigeria. That's how the guy left our industry. If you see me now, you say, Sam, how is your industry? The guy is a big-time billionaire. He even went into politics one time. It is painting that gave him that connection. You know, painting is not a stationary job where we have a workshop, people come to meet us. We go out to meet different people. So from there, you get connection. Anybody that can bring you into his house to work will somehow trust you. Unlike they are going to meet you in your workshop. I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying. So we have a lot of advantage. We have a lot of advantage, especially if you are very good. Let me also tell you another one. There's this my guy. He knows how to supervise painting projects. He's a contractor too. So he collected this job in Banana Island. Unknown to him, the owner of the house has been watching him. How he has been coordinating his painters, how he has been doing on that site, how he has shown concern and everything. You will not believe what happened. Do you know that one day the owner of the client, that's the owner of the house, called him. He said, would you mind managing this site for me? I want you to manage this site for me as the site manager. So my guy now asked him, for how long? He said, for like 3-4 months. I will pay you 500,000 naira per month. This is apart from his painting contract that he came to collect. So my guy now called me and said, what is the condition attached? The condition is that don't leave the site. You must always resume here and close here. 500k per month. Almost you. You know, stay there. So long they are not collecting your painting job. So you are making them almost stay there. That's how they were able to complete the project in 4 months. When he wanted to say goodbye, thank you so much, sir, for the opportunity. The man said, don't go here too. You are going to help me to organize housewarming. This my guy doesn't know anything about organizing. He said, I want you to do it. And I want Asha to come and play. You know Asha? Yes. That lady that sings. My guy don't know anything. I said, oh yeah, go and make inquiries. That's how they were able to get Asha's manager's number. They now say Asha, that Asha is in Australia. So it was looking impossible. So he now went to meet the man that, they say Asha is in Australia. He now say, what will it take to bring Asha? They say 10 million. He said, you will pay. This thing I'm talking to you about is over 10 years ago. You know how much 10 million naira is at that time? He said he will pay. This man pay. Asha fly back to Nigeria, came to Banana, and sing on that housewarming. You cannot believe this thing I'm telling you. So he went to look for caterer, look for people that do event decor. Painter. Invited Asha. Asha came. There's money. So they did the housewarming. The program ended. He thanked the man for the opportunity. He to make his own money from it. You understand now? So the man now said, holy law. And I said, He said, I want you to come and work for me. As what, sir? I want you to come and manage my company for me as a managing director. I didn't even gist you one. During that time he was managing the project, his car has faults and he needed to go for lunch to go and get food. So he now saw the man's driver came to site to deliver some items. He now begged the guy that he should please drop him where he wants to quickly take him to where he wants to buy food and come back. The guy now said, no, that I cannot do it, to that he should call his oga and tell him. So he now called the client. And said, sir, my car is giving me problem. I don't mind if your driver can take me to quickly get food and come back. He now called the driver to take him. In the evening, when the man was coming to site, he came with a jeep, grade 1 jeep, and he dashed this guy. This man bought this car for himself. He called somebody, they did change of signature, change of name, change of everything. He said, what's wrong with your car? Don't worry, take this car and be using it. They do change of name, everything. That car was BMW X6. One beautiful black Jeep. He gave this my guy. Painter. So, painting has a lot of prospects. If you are hardworking, you are dedicated, you can meet people. So painting gives us that opportunity. You know, that's why we must take this business seriously. So there's money in it, there's opportunity in it. Lot of opportunity. So you never can tell you can jam your own opportunity. You meet some people who just develop interest in you and give you responsibility, asking you if you can do it for them, and you cash out. Straight. So I'm going to take us through some teachings. And this teaching I want to take us through is something me myself I've practiced. I've taught a lot of people and it has really worked for them. It has to do with painting business. How to grow your painting career so you can make good money from painting. Do you have a marker here? Okay. I call it the growth ladder. Painting, business, growth ladder. Okay, so I'm going to be explaining this ladder to us. Listen attentively. I'm going to explain this ladder to us. Everyone here, even if you are not a painter, in the industry where you belong, you are inside your growth ladder. So the challenge is that a lot of us don't know where we belong in this ladder. And some knows this ladder, but they don't know how to grow on this ladder, how to climb the ladder. So this is the starting point. This is the starting point. And a lot of people have been here for over 10 years. And they are not growing. Why? Because they don't understand how to grow. Some people have been here for more than 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. Nobody has showed them the way. This is how to grow. So they are just there, they are stuck. It's not that they are not making money. They are making money, but they are not experiencing growth. They are paying their house rent, they are feeding, but they are not experiencing the kind of growth they desire. Whereas there are people who are here who have grown from here to this point, from this point to this point, from this point to this point, from this point to this point. There's a duster here. Okay, so let me now explain these growth stages. Now, this first stage is called the Journeyman stage. This is the Journeyman stage of the ladder. Who is a journeyman painter? A journeyman painter is a freelance painter. A freelance. That is a painter who has come out of apprenticeship. Is now free from his oga. He can work for anybody. What's your name? Samad. So he can work for Samad today. Let's say Samad has a job in Awoyaya here. He can work for Samad like 5 days. And if the job finished, he can call Tope. Oga Tope, your boy is at home. Tope will say, I have a project in Osogbo. Should they travel? Say yes. He would will not carry him to Osogbo to go and work. He can work there for like 2 weeks. Before the job finishes, he has called Morenike. Morenike, how far? Shewa, Monikin Payini. Morenike, I have a job in Ekpe. Send transport. You send transport. He find his way to Ekpe. You know that set? Those kind of painters. Those are journeyman painters. They are freelance. They can work for anybody. Me, I was once a journeyman painter and I was there for like 4 or 5 years. When we started as journeymen, our daily pay was 400 naira. 400 naira per day. If your hand is very strong, you can roll test coat. They will pay you 600. 400 naira per day. Me, I don't know how to roll test coat that time. There was one time Yabatech. They were repainting the whole of Yabatech. It was Badger Paint that supplied that paint. This was around 2000 around year 2000 or 2001 or year 2000 that time. I went there, I met all those babas there, tell them that I'm a painter, or that if they have job, they should call me. They now asked me, should they roll test coat? I said no. I want only roll test coat I need. That's in pain me. Because the job was much. The job was more. If you go to Yabatech that time, scaffolding everywhere. But because I couldn't roll test coat, so I was not qualified to be among those team of painters. So I now called one of my friends. I met with him. I went to meet him. I told him, you need to teach me how to roll test coat. So he now said, okay, no problem. That he even have one job that he's going to do in Mushin. That I should follow him. He will teach me how to roll test coat from there. That's how my journey to knowing how to roll test coat started. So you know, I'm about 600. That time, test coat was the main paint. Satin, satin no get levels that time. Oh. Every exterior job you see is test coat. Test coat. Everywhere, test coat was what was raining. So, and if you're a painter, you don't know how to paint test coat. 400 naira, that's what you'll be earning. So I had to join, I have to learn. And we started growing. That's how we started growing. Me too, and after 18, getting 600. And I grew to getting 800 per day. Because I'm a very fast painter. I was earning 800 per day. It was at that 800 that I switched. No. I think it got to like 1K per day. When me too, I left this level to this level. This level is called the subcontractor level. Contractor. Stage. So this stage is called the subcontractor stage. So when you leave this level to becoming a subcontractor, it's a stage, it's a growth stage. You have to grow into it. But a lot of people, they stay here for many years. There are people who have been painters for 10 years, they are still at this level. So they depend on contractors to give them job. So contractors give them job. Different people call them for jobs to do. Most times their payment is daily pay. Sometimes they can give them portions to do. Sometimes they earn their money. So most times they work alone. It's only in few equations. Now, as a journeyman, can a journeyman collect contract? Yes. Once in a while, they used to jam lock. Let me use it that way. Sometimes they can be lucky and they take up some jobs, but it doesn't change their status. They are still journeymen. I remember one time, one of my journeyman painters collected a stucco job in Castina. And the Hausa man paid him very well. He made so much money that when he was coming back to Lagos, he was having close to 2 million naira. Journeyman painter. When he came back, he lived in one room apartment. When he came back, he called me that he has come. I said, welcome. Now I say, sir, that you see money that you want to move, you want to change his apartment. I said, that's good though. So he now went from that one room to a bigger one room. You know, room past room. He now rented a bigger one room. Now bought mattress. You know those mattress that you don't need bed for? That mattress is as high like this. Yes. He bought mattress, bought home theater, bought AC, bought deep freezer. He was telling me all this. I said, why are you doing that? I said, sir, that you want to enjoy his life, that you are so far. Bought AC in one room. Face me and face you. Bought AC. Bought this. Bought phone for himself. Bought for his wife. Changed his phone. Bought plasma. You know that TV they call plasma then? Bought plasma. The money now finished. A journeyman is always a journeyman because of the way they see money. So they spend money on impulse. They can make money now and blow it immediately. You know. But it did not change his status. The money cannot change your mentality. It's not possible. You only have money in your pocket to spend. So he remained a journeyman for a long time. And he was comfortable with it. So sometimes some people are comfortable here. They don't want to grow. But the next stage is the subcontractor stage. See, this guy here cannot have money like this guy. It's not possible. It's impossible. Because the higher you go, the more you position yourself to make more money, better money. So who is this guy? And how can this person here move to this stage? To move here takes sacrifice, takes determination, takes understanding. How do you do it? Let me explain. Let's say, what's your name again? Samad. So I'll be using you for illustrations. Let's say Samad is a journeyman painter with me. And Samad has decided to grow. And now, like this Armstrong complex now, I want to do this job. Let's say this place is a store. Let's say we have like 2 of this store or 3. And I say, Samad, I want you to paint this interior for me. Usually, Samad works alone. Pata, 2-3 days, he will finish the job by himself. But instead of Samad to do the job by himself, he decided to call 2 more people to join him. On his own, without me telling him. So the money that he's supposed to make alone, he shares it with his guys. And they do the job. Let me ask you one question. If I notice it, will I be impressed or not? I will be impressed, right? Yes. Good, because let's say the money that on a norm, Samad will make that money for himself. He now decide to bring 2 guys to join him. Out of that same money, he paid them. They finished the job on time and they finished it well. Samad is beginning to take responsibility for projects. Now, let me ask us one simple question. The next time I have another job, if I call Samad, what do you think I will tell him? I will tell him to bring his people. And what are the things I might likely do? I might give him bigger portion. True or false? True. Thank you. Next time, when I call Samad to come, because I notice that he doesn't work alone anymore. No matter how small, he will bring somebody. Let me begin to give him larger portion. I will now begin to assist him. A time will come, even if he's not around, his guys can call him, say, Samad, Oga Ewa around, Oga Etideu. Me, I don't deal with those guys. I only deal with Samad. I give him money. He's the one that pays those guys. He's the one responsible and things like that. Samad is beginning to take responsibility. Now, Samad is not only painting, he's also acting as a supervisor on his own. He's also monitoring the job. So if Samad is working here, the other guy is working there, this one is working here, sometimes he will stop. He will go and check them. Samad is already developing capacity for this stage. So anytime I want to pay Samad, if I want to think about him for payment, I don't think daily pay again. I subcontract work for him. As Samad grow, he now becomes a subcontractor. Sometimes when I want to go and look at a project, I will carry him to follow me. Samad, ìwọ ló máa ṣe gbogbo ìta yìí. Ìwọ ló máa ṣe. Before, I don't used to deal with him that way. But because I've seen changes in the way he operates, I now begin to give him more responsibility and he's making more money. He's making more money because I'm impressed with him. That is how to grow from this stage to this stage. You must assume that sense of responsibility. A subcontractor, you will bring people because you are beginning to grow. You are taking responsibility. You are seeing yourself as a supervisor. You are not just a journeyman painter anymore. They are seeing yourself as a supervisor. So as you grow, a time will come, Samad will now begin to tell me, Oga, kuku fún mi ní gbogbo ẹ̀. Gbogbo ẹ̀ bí báwo? Inú àti ta. He say, yes. I will now look at his antecedents. The last one to ṣe, ó dẹ̀ ṣe dáadáa o. Ó dẹ̀ pé àwọn èèyàn wá o. They can try it. Let's say I now try Samad. He now perform. That's the end. Am I making sense to you? That is how Samad we grow from this stage to this stage. So anytime anybody calls Samad for work, it's no longer a journeyman mentality. Am I making sense to you? See this guy and this guy. Who do you think will have more money? It's this guy. Subcontractor. So Samad will now begin to have different contractors that call him for job. He will now be handling project for them. Now this is it. After some time, Samad will now begin to handle 2 projects at the same time. So I will now call Samad. Samad, mo níṣẹ́ kan lẹ́pẹ́ o. Mo níṣẹ́ kan ní Lákúẹ́. Ṣé o lè handle méjèèjì? Say, Ọ̀gá máa try. I will now give him the 2 to handle. I will also support him as a contractor. I have to support him. Because this is the first time he will be monitoring 2 jobs at the same time. If he successfully completes it without issues, he has become established as a subcontractor. That is how to grow from here to this place. So Samad no longer earn 10,000 naira per day again. It's now being, contract is now being subletted to him. This thing cut across all trades, whether it's electrical, it's carpentry, it's bricklaying, it's tiling, cut across all trades. But our focus here is on painting. Now, the next stage is the contractor stage. This next stage is the contractor stage. A contractor is bigger than a subcontractor. A subcontractor is bigger than a journeyman. Now, listen attentively. Samad here cannot have money like a contractor until Samad grow from here to become a contractor. Now the question is, who is a contractor? How can Samad grow from here to become a contractor? That's the next level. There are people who have been here for a long time and they don't know how to grow. But I'm going to teach you how to grow from being a subcontractor to become a contractor. Now the question is, what is the difference between a contractor and a subcontractor? Who is a contractor? A contractor is that painter that collects projects direct from clients and companies. They know how to prepare quotation, they know how to inspect jobs, they know how to bid for jobs. Bid means, let's say, like this big company, 3 painters are now pursuing the job. He knows how to pursue jobs. He knows how to lobby for jobs. He knows how to prepare estimates. He now has a registered company. He has letterhead. He knows how to send quotation. He now has company name. And his company name is registered. He even have a bank account in that name. Am I communicating to us? So he can collect contract anywhere. He can even go to bank and bid for contracts. That's who a contractor is. Now, the difference between a contractor and a subcontractor is, number 1, contractor don't paint. Subcontractor paints. When you become a contractor, you stop painting. Am I communicating?
Yes, sir.
You cannot call yourself a contractor. You are still holding ruler. No, you don't understand who a contractor is. You are a contractor, you still hold a brassy paper. You still sand. No. Contractor, sand. A contractor is a manager. A contractor is a businessman. A contractor, his work is to look for contracts. So, a contractor is the one that cook the food and bring it to the likes of Samad to serve and to eat. Am I communicating?
Yes, sir.
Samad don't know how to cook. It's contractors that know how to cook. What Samad knows is ready-made. He doesn't understand how to pursue contracts, how to bid for contracts, how not to give up, how to lobby for contracts. It takes a contractor to be able to do it. Samad cannot do it. He has not learned it. Am I making sense to us?
Yes, sir.
Contractor don't paint. No. You might see them, they might wear overall, oh. They don't paint. And a substantial contractor, a contractor that is established, we have somebody like Samad, like 3 of them working for him. Not 1, oh, like 3. That is, apart from Samad, I also have Morenike. She's also a subcontractor under me. What's your own name? Idowu. I also have Idowu, who is also a subcontractor under me. I know that Samad cannot handle all my projects. Let's say I have 1 in Ibadan. I have 1 in Iseyin. I have 2 in Lekki. I have in Ipe. I have 1 in Ikorodu. Samad cannot do it. So I'll say, okay, oh, the one in Ekpe and Ikorodu, Samad, you handle it. Morenike, go and handle the one in Ibadan and Iseyin. You handle the ones in Lekki. I don't know. Am I communicating? Contractor collect jobs. They can handle 3-4 projects at the same time, and there will be no problem. Not the one they will be chasing him with phone, no, because he's looking for people to work. No, contractors don't face those problems. Because contractors, see, another thing that differs, that differentiates between a contractor and a subcontractor. Listen attentively. A contractor don't deal with these people. No, he has no business with these people. It is subcontractor that do business with these people. No, if you are a contractor, you have no dealings with the people here. You don't give them jobs. You don't have any connection with them. Even if a journeyman come to you as a contractor, a boy man for me share, more good gun, you will introduce him to Samad. Am I communicating? Yes. You will introduce him to Samad. You introduce him to Idowu. You introduce him to Monerikej. Say, go and work with these people. Contractors don't deal with who? Journeyman. Another difference. Contractor don't take apprentice. No. Oh, le raye. Oh, le train. Am I communicating? So when somebody come to me, say, I want to learn from you, I will recommend him. Go and meet Samad. It is subcontractor and journeymen that collect apprentice. Contractors don't collect apprentice. Am I making sense to us? No, contractor don't take apprentice. No time. You will not be able to train him. Because contractors don't work. No, we don't paint. The day you become a contractor, you have to drop your brush and roller. What do? You start looking for business. Contractor ló múṣẹ́ wá, subcontractor ló ń ṣe. You cannot bring job as a contractor. You are still the one doing the job. No. That means you don't understand who a contractor is. Am I making sense to you? Yes, sir. So, a contractor, this guy can never, even if he do jazz, he can never have money like a contractor. It's not possible. So if you are here, you need to begin to desire to grow. If you really want to make money from painting, you must desire to grow. So as I'm taking this teaching, begin to ask yourself, where do I truly belong? Look at your painting career on a mirror. True, where do I belong? Where do I really belong? So when you face that reality, you will now make up your mind that it's time to move up. Let me tell you something. When you decide to move up, you will call me and thank me, say, Bigsam, thank you so much for teaching me that thing. You will make more money. You'll be asking me, where will the money come from? It will shock you. Because you have decided to grow, you have opened yourself for opportunities. Am I communicating? Yes. So that's who a contractor is. So when a contractor wake up in the morning, it's where to go and look for business, how to connect, how to pursue jobs. You pursue jobs. If he needs to lobby, lobby. Because as a contractor, you must always have job. Why? You must keep these guys busy. If not, you will lose them. Oh. Honestly, you will lose them. You must keep them busy. You must always get jobs for them. And the more jobs you make, you make more money. So contractors know where to go and look for contracts. They know where to go. Many times, and do you know, can I tell you something? If this guy want to grow to this place, he need the help of this guy to grow. See, let me tell you the truth. See this guy. If this guy must be able to grow to this stage, this guy here must help him. Why? How? You will now begin to ask him questions. Especially if they are very close. Out of love, you will begin to tell him, we are ready new. Go and get a company name. Go and register your company. Go and open an account. You must have a business card. You start going out. I will also assist you. Now, this is how a contractor can now help people like Samad. There are some jobs the contractor cannot collect. Let's say, to the contractor, let's say the job worth 2.5 million or 5 million. The owners of the job now say, job, about 3 million, about washe, please now, collect 3 million. Because this contractor is big and he wants to accept their appeal. Now say, you know what? I will give you one of my trusted hand to help you. I cannot do the job. He will now recommend Samad to go and meet those clients. You understand that? Yes, that 3 million that does not pay me, it will pay Samad. Am I communicating? Yes, Samad will now go there and meet with them. They will now tell Samad to prepare quotation. His journey into contracting has started. So Samad will now prepare the quotation. He will now bring it to me. Oga eba mi wo, she mo call dada. I will now say, remove this one, add this one, add this one, add this one, add this one. I'm now teaching him the trade secrets of a contractor. Am I making sense to you? Yes, see, the more I help him, the more also I must be ready to lose him. You don't understand. You don't understand. The more I help him, the more also I must be ready to lose him. Because immediately he rises. I don't know. Am I making sense to you? See, it takes this guy to help this guy. I must love him to be able to help him. If not, the journey will be long for him. There are some times a customer will call me to come and prepare quotation, do this thing. I'm not chanced. I will tell him to go and quickly do it for me. I'm giving him responsibility. He will now begin to know how to do inspection properly, how to take notes. So all those kind of quotation, I will write it, put the amount, everything. I will show it to him. Oga Elijah gone. Oga labor equal 7 million. Oga, do you know that there are some jobs that will worth 7 million? Even you will be afraid to write it. Yes. But a contractor can write it because it's his level. Am I making sense to us? Yes. But him, 7 million. He will be afraid. He will be afraid to write it. So it's the contractor that will begin to give him confidence. They know, Oga, Oga, ṣé máa sìn mí débẹ̀? No, mi ò sí ẹ. So he will now begin to take the challenge. He will not be afraid. He will go for it. He will now start gaining confidence gradually. The more confidence this guy gets, keep getting, the more I lose him. Before you know, he will now become a contractor. He's no more my boy. He's now my colleague. Show le gba. Show le gba. This guy can become to have job and start having money. He will not be rubbing shoulders with you. Some of them are very nice. They still respect you as their oga. Still respect you as their oga. And tó tàn mí sọ́nà lélẹ̀. And tó mú mi mọ̀nà lélẹ̀. They will still respect you as their boss, even though they are collecting jobs. See, I've seen where a subcontractor become a contractor and he was doing better than his oga. Because he became sharper. Ibi tí ọ̀gá ẹ̀ ò sharp sí, ó wá sharp síbẹ̀. Ọ̀gá wa ní tí ẹ pọ̀ jù o. Ṣé o ní máa fún mi níṣẹ́ báyìí? I'm telling you honestly. Because him too don sit ọ̀gá mi ò sharp níbí. Ọ̀gá ò ṣe lé. He now begin to do it and things are now working. Samad ma ti ra jeep. Ọ̀gá ṣì ń lo tiny light. So people will now be saying, if that oga is not matured enough, you will now begin to envy him. You will now begin to create trouble for him. Don't do that. You don't need it. You can learn from Samad. Look at the areas where Samad is very good and you were not good. Improve. There's no room for jealousy. But this thing I'm telling you is happening. Oga, the jealousy boy. I'm telling you. Because some people will become contractors. They will not want to grow again. They feel there is no place again after this one. You don't need to jealous. You don't need to jealous. Even though the temptation will come. You understand? So I'm also encouraging those of you who are subcontractors who will be growing to become a contractor. Respect him. Even if you respect him. Because he was there for you then. You understand me now? He was there for you. See, we cannot rule out the help of God. Oh. God used to help. Oh. But for God to help you, you must put your own effort. Is that not? You understand? So, this is how this guy can grow to become a contractor. So he himself, once in a while, he can go out to look for a job. Attend trainings. Look at this kind of training now. Look at the kind of teachings I'm giving you. Look at the way you are examining yourself and you are taking that determination that you want to grow. That's how it ought to be. You attend trainings. Oh, Dulux is having training. Go. Armstrong is having. Go. Baja is having. Go. Attend. Keep gathering knowledge. It helps you to grow. Be determined. Because the farther you go on this ladder, the more money, the more you position yourself to make more money. A journeyman can never have money like a contractor. Because their own food is ready made. It's ready made. Can I tell you something? This guy here, who is he? There are people who did not pass through this stage. They became contractors. Eh? They may not pass through this stage and they become contractors. Like somebody like Tokpe now. Tokpe is already acting as a contractor. You can be selling paint. From there, you now begin to get orders, begin to get offers. You supply paint and say, the kukuba wa kunle wa. You now say, you now begin to call people like Samad. Samad will now begin to teach you how to do quotation. Before you know, you now be forming contractor. Is that not? There are people who are contractors, painting contractors, but they don't know painting. They collect contracts. And you that know painting, they even have money more than you. How many of you have seen such people before? Plenty. There are plenty. There are many. They know how to collect contracts, but they don't know the job. They don't know the job. But the best is people who know the job. From next year, we want to start holding a class for those kind of people. People who they are not interested in the technical aspect. They just want to know the business aspect, how to collect contracts, how to recruit painters to work for them. That's what they want to be doing. So we want to hold those kind of classes for people. So, as I said, a contractor don't paint. A contractor don't hold roller. A contractor don't sleep on site. Hello? If you are a contractor, you still sleep on site. I'm not saying it's bad, though. It's a status thing. There's nothing wrong if you sleep on site. Maybe once in a while, you just feel like being with your guys. On site. They don't cook for you in the site, give you to eat. Sometimes you can do it. But honestly, it does not make sense. There's a way you have grown. You will see a hotel of 15K, 10K per night. Go and pay, go and sleep. Even your boys don't expect you to sleep with them on site. You have not seen some boys that are very courageous. Say, Oga, koyeke subi. Oga. Oga, Oga, enjoy. Some guys will even whine you that you should sleep inside your car. Some guys will say, Esa, after if you gather a hotel for you get lost. See, why are they doing it? It's out of regard. They have regard for you. Because they know that you are not at their level. Is it that contractor don't paint? Once in a while, once in a blue moon, you might want to correct some things when you notice it. You can hold roller, hold brush, hold trowel and do it. Even though they know, say, Oga, Oga, good. Once in a while, I do it till today. Sometimes, so that the client too will know that you are not just a passerby. You know the job. You sabian. You understand? Then let's move fast. Then the next stage here is called the general contractor stage. Who is a general contractor? That's another stage where there is so much money. That's another stage. Some people will retire here as a painter. As a contractor, they will retire. Some people are more ambitious. They have guts. They are courageous. They are audacious. They can decide to move here. Who is a general contractor? A general contractor is that contractor who have gathered so much experience working in different projects. He now knows other things outside from painting. You will see the person, they will tell him, Bigsam, they about handle renovation here now. You have not done it before, but you have what it takes to do it. How? You know welders. You know aluminium fabricator, you know tiler. You know, as you go to site, different sites, you jam them. You know, when you are good, you will also know other artisans that are good. If you see a good carpenter, as a good painter, you will know. No, am I lying? You will know a good tiler. You know, we as painters, To an extent, we understand finishing in building. If a painter sees a good bricklayer, he will know. True of us. Sometimes you even collect their number. But boy, Moshe, will be plastering straight. You will notice all those things that this guy is good. Not the one that you will come, you will have to swear for that one. No, it's true. But you say, this guy is good. Láti ìjọ tí mo ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ mi ìbá bricklayer ìpàdé. But boy is good. Look at the one that did this one now. We should be swearing for this one. Now, but you come here and see that, this guy is good. Even to the plastering. You now collected the guy's number. You met a good tiler, you have his number. You met a good electrician, you have his number. You see a good welder, you have his number. You did not have their number to be calling them for work. You just have their number because you just like their work. So when any client asks you for recommendation, you can recommend them. How many of you get recommendations? They ask us a lot as painter. Joshua, more any bricklayer to die. See, I've asked people have asked me, Bigsam, I want a welder that is as good as you. Do you know any welder that is as good as you are in painting? There was one time, one Lagos State Commissioner during that Fashola time called me and said, Bigsam, I need somebody who is a furniture maker that is as good. Be what why to good buy. We need furniture maker. Once in a while, you have those kind of contacts. True of us. Now, when you aspire to move to become a general contractor, you will now be collecting all those kind of jobs. The opportunity will keep coming. Now listen carefully. The more you collect all these kind of jobs, the more money you make. You are handling painting. You are handling the POP. You are handling stamp concrete. You are handling this. You are handling tiling. They will tell you, she plumbing no. So they will now call a good plumber. The plumber will now do quotation for them. They will ask them questions, do this, do this, do this, do this. They will now add their own money to it. Submit quotation. Things like that. Now, this person doesn't just stop at painting. He now handles other finishing in building. Some of them even take up interior design work. But listen carefully. If you don't have the guts, don't move there. Just retire here. Painting alone is not easy. Not to talk of you that collect welder, collect aluminium, collect POP, collect electrical. There are people that has the stamina. In fact, people like that, they can multitask. They have the inner capacity to multitask. You know, there are people, naturally, they have that gift. They can do several things at the same time. How many of you have seen such people? There are people like that. Whereas there are people, no. They can parry no jaw. See, if you are that kind of person, you only want to focus on one place. Please, don't even go here. You will get BP. You will disappoint. They will arrest you. I'm telling you. You cannot even manage painters completely. You now want to manage bricklayer, manage POP people, manage. Hey, in fact, you know so many police stations. DPO must know you. No, am I telling the truth? Yes. So if you know you don't have that ability to handle several things at the same time, don't bother. Just retire here. Just retire. Just tell yourself, Ebenezer, and make your money there. But listen to me. The guys who move here, we have money more than you. I swear. The more risks you can take, the more money you can make. Because of what these guys are doing, they will make more money more than you. It's a fact. It's a fact. Don't jealous them, oh. Because your liver and their liver is not the same. Just retire here. Jẹ́jẹ́. And the last stage in the ladder is called the consulting stage. Or you call it the consultancy stage. This stage, some people in their lifetime, they cannot get here. Because this one involves some level of academics. It involves some level of academics. Now you are beginning to have dealings with paint companies. They call you to discuss business. You understand? Painters come to meet you and things. That's the level I'm operating. As a consultant, you consult. Paint companies, they know you. They reach out to you. They want to do some reviews. They call people like you. You now begin to write books. That's why I could own a school. You understand? It takes a lot to get there. You must embrace academics to become a consultant. There's nothing like roadside consultant. If you are not a consultant, you are not a consultant. So at this level, less work, more money. Does a consultant collect painting job? Yes. He give it to these guys. He deals with who? Contractors. He deals with contractors. You just call Samad. Let's say Samad has grown to become a contractor. Samad, how far? Samad, you get one project where I want me to go and do for me for Asaba. I don't need to go. Am I communicating? Yes. I don't need to go to Asaba. He's a contractor. He knows what to do. He will handle everything for me. People will call you. Bigsam, please, can you recommend a painter for me? You will be recommending. At that point, you have grown to become a consultant. You consult for general contractor. You consult for contractor. So when there is a problem, why is this thing happening? If you want to get a result, go and meet painters who have become consultants. They will give you answers. They will give you answers. Now, this is the growth ladder in the painting industry. The question is, where do you belong? Are you still a journeyman? Fantastic. But how long have you been here? This particular stage, is just a personal counsel. Don't stay more than 4 years there. Don't stay more than 4 years there. And can I tell you something? All of these people here, they cannot do without these guys. If this guy is not in our industry, this ladder can crumble. Because these guys, these are the field machines. These are the foundational boys. Without these boys, this whole ladder will crumble. That's why you see a lot of us suffer during peak period. November, December. People will now be borrowing paper. Morenica, you're fooling painter meji jaw. See, these guys are very, very crucial. Very crucial. That's why November, December we suffer so much. Some contractors used to work during November, December. The BT painters cast day. No, am I lying? No. If not, they will arrest you. Sometimes you collect some job, November, December. Say, if I have known self, I won't collect this job. Only more painter kirinsi. You will now be looking for Journeyman. Because see Journeyman. Gbogbo àwọn èèyàn tó wà ń ta contractor ni wọ́n. You see the reasons why we need more people here. We need a lot of people here. We need a lot of people here. Without these guys, these two people, they are in trouble. Now, this is October. November, December is coming. Some people are already securing them down. We have developed strategy on how to do it. You now be looking for painter. Sometimes they will call you for jobs. Say, Oga, I can't do it. Say, why? Oga, go see painter and tar. The boy won't know. Where did they go to? You will be over scarcity. You will be shocked. Where did they go? It's simple. It's a peak season. It's a peak season. Even Journeyman painters too. They offer them contracts. It be time a tight day. You will see a big duplex. Because there's no painter, they will call a journeyman to come and paint it. What ordinarily they won't do. But they have to do it. So, those of you who are subcontractors here and you have these guys under you, care one. Preserve them, oh. Take good care of them, oh. Take good care of them so that this kind of time they will remember you for good. You know, it's very key. But honestly, that's the reality of our times. You know. The question is, why are they scarce? They are scarce because there are not many. It's the honest truth. Guess what? In those days, people don't used to be much here. Honestly. Erotic bombio. There are so many contractors now. So a lot of people here too, they did not know anything about painting. They collect the painting contract. You see paint seller, it's not a contractor, Abi. It's not his fault. It's the society. Even if he doesn't want to do it, they will beg him to do it. See, in advanced countries, companies, private individuals, they go to meet painters for estimation and for contracting. Painters will now call paint companies to come. But in Africa, Nigeria to be precise, it is the other way around. Companies will go to paint company. They will now tell them to come and handle the painting. Paint company will now be the one calling painters to come and do the job. They will now be undercoating. See, a lot of paint companies don't know how to charge. You see, you know why? It's intentional because they have already made money from paint. They will now call you. They will now be pricing you low. Joe, Banwoshe, Joe. They will still collect their own cut. They have made money from paint. Am I lying? No. Yes. No, it's normal. See, you don't blame them. They are also in business to make profits. The reason why it's like that in Nigeria is because we have not grown. We have not grown. Honestly, we have not grown. We don't know our rightful place. Do you know that? Let's say they are building a 5-story building here, 10-story building, Jinjati company. You hardly see a painter go there to bid for job. You hardly see. Why? They are intimidated. They are intimidated. They don't want to go. They are afraid. Let's say they are building a stadium in this Aja. You hardly see a painter go there that you want to bid for job. But you will see companies like Armstrong, Badger and Co. They are the one going there. It ought not to be so. Abroad, painter ló máa ń lọ. Company will now be pursuing the painter. Please consider us for the supply. But here, àwa là ń lé coin company. Ẹjọ́ ẹ fún wa ń ṣe. See, I know it will change, but it will take time. When you and I will rise. Do you have insurance? No. Do you have insurance? Do you have insurance? Many of us here, almost everybody here don't have insurance. Do you know how much it costs me to keep insurance? I pay 500,000 every month, every year. Every year, I pay 500K to renew my insurance. My value is 100 million. How many painter has insurance? See that kind of company? Well, I need insurance. In case anything go wrong, your insurance can step in. That's what happens abroad. Do you have audited accounts? Do you have audited accounts? Do you pay tax? Do you have tax clearance? Many painters don't have. You don't have liability. They can't give you those kind of job. Let's say a co-hotel want to build an hotel in Aja. Can they give you the job? Do you have liability cover? You don't have insurance cover. It's a serious concern. So they will rather go and call a paint company to come and handle it, and the paint company will not call you. That's why the biggest of the biggest gingertic projects are handled by them. It's not anybody's fault. It's our community's fault. Until our community rise, nothing will change. Nothing will change. So if they say, okay, they will give you the contract, but you should use your money to start it. Show low. Are you credit worthy for you to be considered for a loan? Show liar. Show ní collateral láti gbélẹ̀. So a lot of those things are a challenge. They give you contract of 50 million and 20 million. They say use your money to start. When you take it to 30%, we will mobilize you 70%. Show low. You will now first ask, yes, sir, 30%. You will now calculate what we take. You now find out that you will be needing like 17 million, 20-something million to take it to that 30%. You will now be looking. Who will give you 20-something million? Ilẹ̀ wo ló ní tó fẹ́ tà? Ṣé kí n lọ lápò kẹ̀? You say pampe bo. You now begin to think. Right before your face. Even you will not go back. Because the requirement, you don't have it. Even an hotel, job worth 20 million, they will size you. Does this have the capacity to handle it? See, there are some things we do intentionally just to be able to impress that we have the capacity. A lot of us here, contractors, we don't have office. That is another problem. A lot of us operate from our homes. See. There is a level you will get to want to be a document office. Office is not a fluke. It's not. Look, there is a contract level you will get to. They will know your office. So they will come there. They want to know who they are giving contract to. Does he have the capacity? How many people do you pay salary? Some of us don't even pay people salary. You don't pay salary now. Everybody that work with you are freelancers. See, there is a level of growth. See, You must have staffs that you pay salary. Many of us here, we have the capacity to do it. But you see, we are dulling. We are slack. We are complacent. I employed somebody recently. The guy is, because I told myself, look, I need to employ a foreman. A foreman is the one who handles all your purchases, logistics, and make sure that everything on the site is okay. I employed somebody recently. I pay him 100K per month. I bought a new phone, put a line as his official phone. I give him Impress every week. I recharge the phone as well, so that it can add value to me. By January, I'm going to employ another one. One of my mentees asked me, Bigsam, how will you be able to pay them? Ṣé mi ò ń ṣiṣẹ́ ni? 100K. Kò tó wá ra fuel. It's not enough for us to buy fuel. I have 4 cars. One of the cars to buy fuel is 60,000 naira to fill the tank. And that full tank is 3-4 days. 3-4 days. Even the Corolla I brought here, we buy sometimes 2 full tanks every week. A full tank is 30,000. You must have office. Especially if you are from here, upward. From here. You must have office. If you know you are serious about this painting business. You hear some people say, if I collect office, I will not be staying there. We are not saying stay there. Let it be functional. Banyon. Put a secretary or a receptionist, have a staff. Make it like a showroom. Do samples. Put samples of different company paints there. Put Armstrong. Put all of them there. Let customers come and know. Put it there for your painting and decorating services. Blah, blah, blah. Put it there. Be paying the girl. If there are 2 of them, keep paying them. A time will come, say, you even start selling some things. You'll be drawing traffic there. Look, some people sell in their office not because they are interested in that thing they are selling. They are doing it to draw people to the office. This guy that I employed is a university graduate. Oh, he's a graduate. I employed a lady too recently. I got the lady from microfinance. I gave her a job description. This is what I want you to be doing for me. Yesterday, me and Tokwe was talking in my hotel room, and I told him, I said, I need to employ a PA now. Somebody that works with me alone. See, it's not that the money is somewhere you just be paying. No, all those things are strategy for growth. They are strategy for growth. And customers respect you when they find out you have capacity. A company called me. They were looking for who can be helping them handle one of the big paint companies in Nigeria. Who can be helping them to handle their painting project pan Nigeria. And they call me. They say, Sam, this. We feel that you have what it takes. You have the capacity, blah, 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 blah. I said, send me an email. Thank you so much. Plus, please make it official. Send me an email. They sent me a mail. I acknowledge the mail. Appreciate them for considering me for that role. I said, but we need to have a physical meeting. They said, before that physical meeting, I should send my profile. Do you have profile? Do you have clientele base? Who is your clientele? Clientele is not Yachinedu that is living there. People that we elite. How many companies do you work for? Who are your clients? If you mention all your clients, are they popular people? Are they people that somebody can say, are you sure you work for this person? They can verify. One time I received a call. I don't know who the person is. They said they recommend somebody recommended me and all of that I should come see them in VGC. I went to VGC. I got there, I called them that I'm around. I didn't know who this man and this woman is. I don't know yet. So I got there. They didn't tell me. They just, okay, it's a friend in the estate that gave them my number. I remember now. So I got there. I saw what they want to do. They asked me several questions. I answered. The man now introduced himself. The man is a king in one of the southwest states. If I mention his name, some of you will know it, but let us keep it private. He now asked me that, have I worked in their state before? The man is not from Lagos State too. He said, if I've worked in their state before, I said, yes, sir. He said, I should mention the person's name. It's one of Gakpata in UBA. I mentioned his name. He said, what? He called his name, called his son name, called his middle name. He said, you have worked for this man? He said, we want to call him. She has to step out. So they asked me to step out. They want to call him. So I stepped out. As a sharp contractor, I stayed by the window. I was listening to them. They called them. This was the conversation I had. They spoke in Yoruba. They greeted themselves, long time, kinikan, blah, blah, blah. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹnìkan wà ń bí báyìí, painter ni. Olóhùn máa ń bá yín ṣiṣẹ́ dáadáa. So they now asked him, who is the person? Ó ní Sam ló pe orúkọ ẹ̀. Ó ní, máa yẹn dá gan-an, ó mọṣẹ́, ó wọ́n o.
He has marketed you already.
Ó ló wọ́n o. Me too, and I heard. Now people you down lately. So they now call me to come in. So me too, I came in. They now say, we have called him. They said they know you very well. This. They didn't mention that expensive part. Oh, they didn't know me. I've heard. So they say that you are very good. That's good. That's good. So you are going to paint this house for us. I charged them. They have money. They paid. They now said I need to come and do their palace. These people have properties. I walked and walked and walked. Sometimes they will call me for something. I still keep solid relationships with them today. Those are people they call clients too. You say customer at. That's why if you have worked with big people, keep that relationship. It will speak for you tomorrow. Am I communicating? Yes. Sometimes be sending them message, like end of the year is coming, wish them compliment of the season, things like that. Just to, so that the day of remembrance, they say, they will remember you. Because a time will come, they will ask you, who are your clients? Who have you worked for? Several years ago, I got an invitation from American Embassy that they recommended me. They want me to be a painting contractor with them. So I went to their VI office. That their office, Water Carrington. So I went there. I met them. So they interviewed me, everything. They now want to give me the contractor form. They now asked me, they now asked me, can we know the companies you have worked for? Not individual now. Can we know the companies you have worked for? And I started listing them. Listing the name of the companies I've worked for. That was what gave me an edge. And they registered me as a painting contractor with the US Embassy. They now asked me another question. Do you know who recommended you to us? I said, no. They now said, do you know Taufik? I said, I can't remember. That boy works with them there as a resident painter in their facility department. So they needed contractors to work with them. They now say it's the boy that recommended. I said, I can't remember his face. They now sent for him. When I saw him, I screamed, Taufik. You by no one seeing me. Say yes, or Ogami. This boy used to come to my classes when I was teaching painting. I started teaching painting, people painting since 2011. This boy used to come to my class. And all those trainings were free of charge. So when it was time for them, they were needing painting contractor. That guy said, sir, he still kept my number. It's good to be good, though. You understand? That was how the guy recommended me to their orga. That's how I became a painting contractor with American Embassy today. So apart from the fact that I was qualified, somebody needed to recommend me. You can imagine. That boy doesn't work for me. He only comes for my classes that are free. Just like one of you here today. You might be in a room of opportunity and they ask you, show money to le she buy. Ah, one more man comes, Bigsam lorúkọ ẹ̀, ó yẹ kó lè ṣe. See, there's money in painting. I swear to God. One day, I entered Dulos. I'm rounding up now. You will ask. One day, I went to the project department of Dulux Paint. I went to their project department just to have some conversation with their project managers and co. Guess what? So they have this board where they write out their projects and the stage to which they have taken the project to, the value of the project. Come and see projects. 150 million, 200 and something million. You know, I said, Jesus Christ. See projects. Not the one you are fighting for 250 or 1.5. People are collecting paintings, 150 million, 100. And guess what? A lot of these paint companies, they don't have the technical capacity to do this job. But because they have the might, they are the paint producers, they just find themselves in that best position. That's why you see a lot of painters go to register as painting contractors with these companies. Do we have a choice? Do we have a choice? We don't have a choice. We don't have a choice. We have to. You have to take steps to grow. Talk to the person close to you. Please take steps to grow. It's very key. With these few points of mine, I believe I've been able to convince you and not to confuse you that this growth ladder is very valid. Thank you so much. Any question? Thank you. I need the water. Any question?
What we'll do, sorry, let's go through this route because Bigsam does not fail to always amaze me because yesterday I was with him and I was trying to ask for a question. I was like, hey, should I wait till tomorrow before I ask this question or should I ask it now? One man was saying, hey, we treat it tomorrow now. But trust me, everything I was thinking, it's a different thing is treating entirely. Thank God I asked him. But those things are things that will be very, very important to us. I know we all have questions, and I know he's tired already. But for the sake of those of us that travel from far, and for the sake of those that will be watching the videos we record, I will try to play the game so that we can have something like a fire chat session, so that I will ask him some questions so that we can all learn. So for your own question as well, just write it down, don't forget it. So you will still get to it. Or probably in the course of asking those questions, you might ask the question that's in your mind. The question is, me anything money. I get my head again. So the question is about money, about how to it's about how to handle business. Give me some minutes, I think we need to swap this phone for another one. So you can start. They will do phone that the battery will last for like a week now. This phone they were charged to 100%, but even